from the very start. B4, G6. Again, this knight went to F6, bishop B2. Right.
Castles.
Knight C3.
Again, this knight went to F6. Rook E1, you found it. Queen D3, knight C6. And after H3, knight E5, queen to E2. And chase the king, queen D7. So let's say I just make a move. Rook D1. We did see A4.
Right.
Rook E1, you found it. Let's see. Can I tickle? C3. King David 7, F3, B6. Again, I think that white's for choice. I don't know how big it is. I think it's actually not that big a deal. But Rook C2, knight D3, check. Big win here in this ending. So I'm from the very start. Knight C6, but okay, I do like queen D1, bishop D3. Does this make any sense to toss in this move bishop B4, bishop G5, H6,
Castles.
knight on F3, castles, A6. I like the move knight E2. All right, A3, B5, B4. Look, that's the whole point. When I grovel, I want something in my pocket for my trouble, and a pawn usually is the solace I'm looking for. Bishop on B3. Got knight E7, and now we're in this potentially, if you were really worried about your material, you could. I want to go E5 ASAP, of course. Knight F5. It's preparation, guys. Queen C8. Check. King G7. Knight C3. Pretty nasty threat. Sorry. F5. F6.
Again, after many countless master games, it is considered that the only move for white, is the move Queen G4. Resigns.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So white to play. E4. D5. What? After this move, knight C3.
Queen A5.
The bishop dropped back to D2, queen C7. Can an argument be made for queen B1, by the way? Bishop G4. Wow. H3, bishop to D7. Rook E1, you found it. B6. What about D4?
Castles.
Beast mode. So A3's on the board, right? Oh, knight D5. Exactly. And also C3, knight C6. But, okay, I do like queen D1. Knight H4, bishop D7. Very good. Queen C2, knight to A5. B4, knight C4. Sure. I don't want black to get in all of the moves. Bishop E6. Bishop F6. Right. Played knight F3. Rook E1, you found it. Knight H4. Now, oh my goodness, the tactic. Yes. I'm predicting 1 E4. D4 looks good. D5. C6. E3. Bishop D6. Knight F3. So bishop D2. Castle short. Castle. Actually, I played a lot of games with this. Rook to E8. The E5. Indeed. Played knight F3. Oh, sorry. I'll go back. Rook to E8. Queen C2. Bishop D7. Well, what you know how sweet it is. Rook to C8. Knight E5. Queen D6. And let's just...
And it's very clear whose king is more vulnerable.
So, right. I just didn't understand the move h6. That is a very nice tempo here. But rook c2, something was played. Queen a7. The bishop could almost get itself trapped, right? Whoa. Do you remember the green man? Rook to e8. I just like a4. Well, this rook on b7 is pretty lonely as well. I'm not happy at all. We're going to come back shortly. Thank you. Sorry, back to this important game. What about d4? Suppose I did something like knight f6. e3, castle short. Bishop d3. b3, bishop g4. Well, here I would probably begin with h3. Bishop d6. Queen f6. No, that was a brilliant. Queen g6.
Many masters have tried a different line in this.
Bishop f8, knight d5, got knight e7. It will be very intriguing to see. F5, knight g3, rook d8. Because you also had the other alternative, which you were thinking about as well. Rook to d2. Very, very impressive. The knight on e2, bishop to b4. But rook c2. Christian, I need some help here. Now, yeah, bishop b6. That's all she wrote. Come back tomorrow. From the very start. d4, d5, c4, e6, e3. Suppose I did something like knight f6, c6, castle. Where did played b5 right here? Queen c2, b4. I was thinking I could play knight a4. For some reason, I thought this knight was coming to b6. Maybe knight e5. After we have some moves. What were they? Bishop b7. So then it has to be knight e5 then. What? Knight d7. G6. Alpha 0 over there. Very good. That was crazy.
Again, after many, many countless master games, it is considered that the only move for white, is the move Queen G4.
King h7. My queen post up on f4.
So I must have had cruel teachers. At least Jeffrey Parson took a great interest in making me struggle.
Okay. King h6. And now after queen g7, check. Again, I think that white's for choice. I don't know how big it's time. e4. And then came d5. Knight c3, Queen David 8. Knight f3, bishop g7, bishop b2.
Castles.
So knight c6, bishop g4, h3. This is, I'm looking at some crazy line. Oh my. Well, do we like knight d4? Check. Now, last time I played c6 and I got myself into trouble. Well, no. I'm saying, okay, let me make a move. This is too exciting. Um,
Okay, so basically he's given the move to me.
Bishop F6.
Wow.
Rookie one, you found it. Check. G3. So I'll try Queen E2. But we do have on the board Queen F4 now. That's tough. Queen B5. Y. C4. Yes, I am done. Wow, what a game there. Let's start with this. D4. Suppose I did something like Knight F6. Bishop D3 looks intuitively right. Bishop B7. Rook C1. Rook to E8. The knight on E2. Knight G3. Knight G6 is on board. F4. Bishop F6. So Bishop C3 has been played. Okay, sorry. Oops. Queen B5. Queen C2. Deadly check. So King F8. Yeah. After there was a check. Bishop G7. Check. And now after Queen G7, from the very starting position, do we have one D4 on the board? Knight C3, Bishop G7, Bishop D3, Rook to E8, Castle short, C6, B3, E5, Rook E1, you found it, E4. Okay, Alpha 0. Yes. Knight on F3. Whoa, 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 whoa. Suppose I did something like Knight F6. Bishop G4. H3. Knight H5. It's style. It's all about style. He did go Queen F6. So these gentlemen also very, very close friends. F4.
Resigns.
These wrap. So white to play. D4. Again, this knight went to F6. Knight C6, Knight C3. Does this make any sense to toss in this move? Bishop B4, Bishop D7.
Bishop D3, Rook C8, castles.
Yes. Rook to E8. Knight to B4. Can an argument be made for Queen B1, by the way? G6, Rook E1, you found it. Queen D7, A6. So both players showing that they're very well prepared because they've just been zipping right along here. So let me put the queen on E7 and Knight D7, Knight F3. The idea there is black wants to cover the business squares. And by the way, not only is
So let's try to understand this battle of ideas, the logic behind the move Queen G4.
and chase the king. Exactly. Sorry, Rook B8. Nasty.
Everybody says Queen G3.
He's played King G6, Queen B6. Check.
Queen G3 resigns.
Wow. Well, this was